Jefferson County Code at law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session and calls numbers M325296 and calls number 25 CCCR 2535. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Jorge Bo Gonzalez. Let the record reflect that Mr. Gonzalez is present in court with his attorney, Attorney Dustin Galmore. The state is present with Assistant District Attorney, Attorney Shane Hilton, and Attorney Cornelius Williams. Mr. Gonzalez, well, first of all, just for the record, it's my understanding that the state and the defense has reached an agreement in this case. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Mr. Galmore and Mr. Williams?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. And so at this time, Mr. Gonzalez, would you please come forward, and Mr. Hilton and Miss, would you please come forward? You can stand right there in the middle. Unhandled exception has occurred in your application.
You want to use mine because that's
Yeah.
what's going on.
Okay. 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 Jefferson County Court at law number 2 is in session and calls number 25 CCCR 2535, case of style of state of Texas versus Jorge Bo Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Gonzalez, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Mr. Gonzalez, you may put your hand down. Mr. Gonzalez, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Gonzalez, you're represented in your case by your attorney, Dustin Galmore. Mr. Galmore, again, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Judge.
And Mr. Galmore, do you waive a record in Mr. Gonzalez's case?
We do.
State is represented in this case by Attorney Shane Hilton. Mr. Hilton, how are you doing?
I'm good, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, Mr. Gonzalez, I have before me a document that is titled information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that on or about October 16 of 2019, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of obstructing highway passageway. Mr. Gonzalez, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, please.
And this information all further alleges that prior to the presentment of this information, that on November 25th, 2019, until dismissal date, October 22nd of 2025, and information that is the same was set as facts was pending in the court of competent jurisdiction, which is this court, and cause number you did look at this information. I think that cause number is wrong. They have is that what is in front of the M? Hold on a minute. It says 3M 325296. State, would you like to make an amendment to the information?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have any objections?
No objections.
You waive any time in which you prepare for trial?
We do wait.
Okay, could you print that off? Well, you know what? I could print it off from here. And the problem is I don't know where it's gonna go. I'm gonna put it on this. Let's see. See if it's gonna print right there.
What number?
I did 2.
2P1 or 2P2? 2P2
Yeah,
is here.
okay. Yeah, it's a 3. It's a 3 in front of that. It's right there. It's in there. Right there. That's 3. You need some white out? You use this here to just white out the 3. And we'll do first amended. All right. Which one of the initial? Okay. Now, Mr. Jorge Bo Gonzalez, I have before me a first amended information that was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that you, Jorge Bo Gonzalez, on about October 16, 2019, while you in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense obstructing the highway passageway. This information further alleges that during the period from November 25th, 2019 until the dismissal date of October 22nd of 2025, and information from the same set of facts was pending in the court of competent jurisdiction, to wit, cause number M 325296. Thank you. Oh, yeah, M 325296 in the county court at law number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, style the state of Texas versus Jorge Bo Gonzalez. Now, Mr. Gonzalez, to this information, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, and no contest? Guilty? Okay. Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty? Okay. Now, Mr. Gonzalez, I also have before me a document on my computer tablet. Uh-oh. You're gonna have to unlock it for me if you don't mind. Right. Oh, you know what? See what's wrong and wrong.
I was gonna say, good, survive.
Yeah, I see what's wrong. Okay, now, Mr. Gonzalez, I have before me a document that is titled misdemeanor plea admonishment. This document is also labeled as State's Exhibit number 1. Mr. Gonzalez, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of the same document, there's a set of initials on a line next to a box that's checked guilty. Did you place your initials GW on this document? On page 3 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that's titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
On the next document that's titled trial court certification, the defendant's right of appeal, do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant? At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes checked. The first box says checked, states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that statement? The second box that's checked states that you are waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement? Yeah, discovery certification.
Judge, you have the new number?
Yes. 25 CCCR 2535.
You don't have your laptop down. Can you-
No, I have to go print it out upstairs and everything.
I can have my secretary send it over to Glenda.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I can't.
Okay. Now, Mr. Gonzalez, I also have another document that is titled discovery certification. You recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant? Now, Mr. Gonzalez, before you signed and initialed these documents, did your attorney go over these documents with you? And did you read and understand everything that your attorney went over?
Yes.
Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gonzalez, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State, you like to offer State's Exhibit number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
No objection.
No objection. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. And Mr. Galmo, you've advised in counsel, Mr. Gonzalez, is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, you're.
And Mr. Gonzalez, your attorney, Mr. Galmo has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation? Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Gonzalez, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
We asked the court for a fine of $2,000.
Okay, plus court costs?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What's the court cost in this case? Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, the state is offering that you pay a fine of $2,000 plus court costs of $277, which comes to a total of $2,277. Mr. Gonzalez, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer? And Mr. Gonzalez, would you be able to pay that today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you've entered into with the state. Now, state, we have one other case.
Yes, Your Honor. The previous case has been state would move to dismiss.
Okay. Now, Mr. Gonzalez. Cause number M325296. The state will be dismissing this case, and I'm signing the dismissal. You and your attorney will be able to get a copy of this dismissal. Mr. Gonzalez, please stand at the end of that table. You're gonna follow the directions of the bailiff, and then you're gonna go downstairs. She'll tell you where to make the payment, and you can bring the receipt back up
I'll bring the
to this
receipt.
court.
So
Okay,
you want to send it?
I sent her.
Okay.
okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, first of all, I'd like to thank you for your time and attention. What you just witnessed was the disposition or the final settlement of this case. On yesterday, we had some hearings outside. We had a hearing outside of your presence. Okay, and the reason why we had a hearing outside of your presence is because a motion was filed to suppress evidence. And so before the court made a decision, you could not hear what was going on in that hearing. Because if the evidence, for example, if the evidence didn't come in, you would have heard the evidence that shouldn't have come in. And so it's just like ringing a bell. You can't unring the bell. Okay. And so you have to be outside of the presence while we have that hearing. And so that's why you were out there. Now, I must say, the hearing went a lot longer than we anticipated, but something that happens. We just never know how long a hearing is going to last. Okay, so that. Now, today, the parties reached a settlement. Okay, so I know some of you might be thinking, man, I came down here on yesterday, we heard a little testimony, and then we sat outside most of the day. And then we came here today, ready to go, but we sat outside. So there were some things that was going on that you couldn't be involved in. And the reason why we had you to sit outside is because once the court was informed that an agreement was reached, I had to make sure that the paperwork was signed, right, before we brought you in. Because if we would have brought you in and then we said we had a deal and the deal would have fell apart, we probably had to declare mistrial, right? Because you would have heard, oh, there was a deal made, the deal fell apart, and now we want to hear, so that's the reason why you had to sit outside. But again, I'd like to thank you for your time and attention. Now, you probably might be thinking, I came down here and wasted my time. But guess what? You didn't waste your time. Why? Because not only one case was disposed of, but two cases was disposed of. And that was because of your presence. Okay? And so we like to thank you for your time and attention. And the other thing is our bailiff, she have some letters for you. You can drop us a line if you feel like dropping us a line. Let us know what your experience was here. And the other thing is, if you would like to talk to the other attorney left, he went downstairs. But if you would like to talk to the attorneys, you can. Okay, they might want to talk to you. But if you don't want to talk to any of the attorneys, you don't have to. Okay. Now, your jury service is for 3 days. Okay. So every day that you've been here, you were serving as a juror. And so your jury service is for 3 days. Okay. And again, like I told the other members of the panel when they were here on yesterday, anytime that you're in the area county court at law number 2, you can come and have a seat in your courtroom. Because the reason why I say it's your courtroom, because you're citizens of Jefferson County. I'm a public servant here in Jefferson County, serving the citizens of Jefferson County. Now, my name is over the door because I'm the judge here in this court, but this is not my courtroom. This is your courtroom. So anytime you're in this area, you can have a seat in the area we call the peanut gallery, but you can't bring peanuts in here and eat because this is not the Texas Roadhouse. But you can come and see what goes on in your courtroom. And matter of fact, if you don't have time to come, we're on YouTube. And so you can just see what's going on in Jefferson County. And I know just even based on the little bit that you heard, you probably think, that's pretty interesting. Just listening to some of this stuff. But I tell people this all the time. I prefer being in court than watching television because there's some interesting things that we hear in the courtroom. So anytime you're in this area, please come and have a seat in your courtroom. And before you leave, I like to give everyone what I call an air handshake. I know we still have COVID in our community. And again, you're excused. And if you want to talk to any of the prosecutors or defense attorneys, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy or they'll be happy to answer any questions as well. So at this time, you're excused and each and every one of you have a blessed day. Oh yeah, turn in your tags. Okay. And we'll see y'all later. Y'all have a blessed day. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Nice seeing you. All right, we'll see you later. All right, this will conclude the calling of the court's trial docket on today's date of October 22nd, 2025, in County Court at Law Number 2, Judge Terrence Holmes presiding. Everyone, please have a blessed day.